guys, welcome back to our channel. It is the 4th of December and for today's video I was just going to take you through basically our food and meal plans that we'll be working to over the Christmas period. Now I have here, this is like my little Bible for Christmas this year. I did have another book that I was using, but it had some pages filled out. Obviously at some point started working from the back of the book, so I had to go out and buy a new one. So in here it's just a little section. It was just from the pound shop. It's got like different tags for different sections, and the first section of mine is basically, if you can't, probably can't see that properly, but it says Christmas 2018 plan. Okay, so what I've done is, some people might think, oh my god, you know, you've sort of planned things down but really far, but the reason for that is because I like to go out and do a food shop just before Christmas, and I like to guarantee that we've bought everything in that we're actually going to need for over Christmas, to avoid having to dash off to the shops in between sort of Christmas and New Year for things, meaning that we've got time to spend with family instead of having to do things like that. So I've worked our plan from when Jason gets home. So because Jason will be working on the 21st, which is the Friday, but Madeline will be breaking up from school, we will just be having a takeaway on the Friday night. Over the past few weeks, as you know, I've just been running down everything in the freezer. So by then, I mean, at the minute we've got 2 freezers. One freezer is pretty much empty now. I've just kind of been shifting everything over into one, so I've now got plenty of space now for getting our turkey in the freezer. So what I'll be doing is, like I said, on the 21st, which is the Friday evening, we will just be having a takeaway that night. I'll let that Madeline be her choice, as she'll be finished school, and it'll just be like a little extra celebration for her. So Saturday the 22nd, that's when the fun really starts for us. It's an early start on a Saturday. We will be at Aldi for the shop opening in order to do the big Christmas food shop. Like to get there for it opening. I like to get in, get done and get out again before the crowds arrive, because it is quite a busy weekend there. I do always dread going to do it, and I just find the sooner you can get there the better. I like to be there for the doors opening if I can, or as soon as possible after that. I don't want to be spending too much time, like wasting too much of my day you know, doing that shop. Now I did say to Jason, I'm going on my own because you'll just slow me down, and he was like, oh, but I like coming to have a look at the food. So Jason, Daddy Flamingo, is going to be coming with me as well, so that means that a baby Flamingo, Freddie, will probably be there too. But I will be going armed with my list, and my list will basically be everything that we're going to be eating over Christmas, which is why I like to plan out the food for the rest of the week, or the week and a half of Christmas. And also on that Saturday I do the first part of my housework, so I want to get Aldi out of the way quick so I can get home and get the housework done and out of the way. Now on the Sunday the 23rd, I've got booked out a Christmas delivery slot with Tesco's. So what I'm going to use that delivery slot for is anything that I can't get in Aldi that we'll like to have over Christmas, or anything that I couldn't get in Aldi, and we'll just use that as the backup, because that can be amended right up until 11:45 the day before. So as soon as I get back from Aldi, I can go through and work out anything that I didn't get and just add that onto the Tesco shop for the Sunday, and that will be that all done and dusted. So we have a frozen turkey. Always have done. I've never ever had anything different, so I don't know any other way, and that'll be going into cook on the morning of Christmas Eve. So that turkey needs to be out on the 23rd to enable it to defrost. So obviously I'll have bought that turkey ahead of that weekend, hopefully. Last year I went to Aldi for it on the 22nd and they didn't have any left, so I'll definitely be making sure I've got that before then. So yeah, so Sunday the 23rd, the turkey will come out and it'll spend the day defrosting in the garage, and also I do the second half of my housework on the 23rd. On Monday, on Christmas Eve, the turkey will go into cook sometime in the morning, normally around about 9 AM, after we've had breakfast and the breakfast dishes have been put away, and depending on the size of the turkey will depend on how long it's in the oven for. So my tips with the turkey are, when you're doing your shopping, remember to pick up a block of butter. I don't mean Marge or Vitalite or anything like that, an actual block of unsalted butter. And what I do is I chop it into very thin slices, and I lift up the skin of the turkey and I basically push the butter under the skin, under the legs, you know, in the breast and everything. And what that does is it helps to keep it nice and moist and juicy and stops it from drying out when it's in the oven. And it also helps to create a little bit of sort of turkey juices as well, so that you can keep basting, you've got something to baste it with. So that is a block of butter that you want added on your shopping list. Across the top, I also like to do lattice of streaky bacon. I just buy 2 packs of streaky bacon from Aldi normally, and then I just lay them over the breasts, the legs, the thighs, everywhere, and I just lattice them through, and that just helps to give the turkey a really nice flavour and also to seal in some of the juices. And then the turkey goes in the oven, like I say, Christmas Eve morning. Now when the turkey comes out, we then use that bacon for bacon sandwiches on Christmas Eve night after we get back from seeing our family, so that bacon does not go to waste. And believe me when I say they are the nicest bacon sandwiches you will ever have. So what we do as well is we go to the bakers and we get some really fresh rolls. My mum goes out on Christmas Eve for them and gets those. They are just the nicest bread buns to have with the bacon sandwiches. And so that brings us to Christmas Day, which is obviously a full Christmas dinner for us. We have turkey, obviously. Some people have goose, beef, pork, gammon, whatever. You know, just make sure that you get all your trimmings that you want to go with it. With our turkey this year, we'll be having pigs in blankets, obviously. Stuffing balls, there'll be sausage meat stuffing balls. I'm just going to quickly flick through in my Christmas plan just to make sure I don't forget to tell you anything. I actually have a separate page with everything on for the dinner. So yes, we have pigs in blankets, stuffing, Yorkshire puddings, which is a rather controversial one, roast potatoes, carrot buttons, sprouts, peas, sweet corn because it's one of Freddie's favourite, gravy, and then for condiments we have cranberry sauce and mint sauce, obviously for the potatoes because I love it. So just a few things there with the Christmas dinner. I buy carrot buttons that are already done. So I haven't got to stand and peel and chop any carrots on Christmas Day. I buy frozen sprouts and I use this mix. I have purchased a topping, a mix to go in with the sprouts. I also put pancetta or bacon lardons, I think it can also be called, in with the sprouts. And the packet mix has got all different sort of herbs and some chestnuts in it and stuff like that, and it just gives the sprouts like a really nice taste. I mean, I like sprouts anyway, but it just encourages those guys to maybe try them because sometimes they do actually like them. But you know, I like sprouts. I think Madeline's coming round to sprouts. Jason's not so keen. My mum likes them, and Freddie, well, no, he definitely doesn't have them. So I try to make things as easy as possible for Christmas dinner. People put so much pressure on themselves, not just obviously for presents and, you know, for buying people presents and for buying the family presents, but then for doing the dinner. Right now, guys, what I need you to remember is this is just a Sunday dinner. Okay, it just so happens to be falling on Christmas Day. It's a Sunday dinner with a couple of extras, with a Christmas cracker and a party hat, right? So let's just try and, you know, relax about this. My best piece of advice for you in terms of doing your Christmas dinner is work out what time you want to eat and then work back from that. So for instance, if you want to eat at 3 o'clock and you have got, you know, what time things are going to be cooking at. I mean, we'll take the turkey out of this because I guess a lot of people will cook the turkey ahead and let it rest. So for instance, I know that our roasties take about 30 minutes. The stuffing balls is normally between about 20 and 25. The pigs in blankets normally go in shortly after that, so it's about 15 20 minutes for those. Things like the carrots take 10 to 15 minutes, and sprouts and things like that. So I'll just write myself, I haven't actually written my time plan out as yet. I don't know what happened the last year, but I'll just write another one. So literally just sit down with all your products that you're going to be cooking for Christmas in your cooking times and work backwards from that. So say you're going to want to be eating your dinner at 3 o'clock, which I know is quite a popular time for people, and your longest thing takes, say, half an hour. then just give yourself 45 minutes and start 45 minutes before you're meant to eat. Then it gives you time to get things plated up, or you know, if you've forgotten to put something, it gives you that time to do it. So I'll just recap there. Our Christmas dinner will have turkey, stuffing, pigs in blankets, carrot batons, sweet corn, peas, sprouts, and gravy. I think that's everything there. Gravy, I use ready-made gravy on Christmas Day. It comes in a bag. And I believe I was trying to find out from my mum last night which one I had last year, and I think it was from Tesco's. I think it might have been from their extra special range. In it is just a bag of gravy that is quite jellyish, and you warm it through in the pan, and there you go. No lumps, no nothing, no stress. Which is always a good thing on Christmas Day. But just remember, guys, it's a Sunday dinner with a few extras, with Christmas crackers and a party hat, okay? So don't stress too much about that. We are going to be having our dinner at about 1:30 this year. I just personally find that 3 o'clock, because it's getting quite dark outside as well by 3:30, sometimes I find that no sooner have we ate lunch, then it seems like it's tea time. I don't know. So we're going to try a little bit differently this year and have it a bit sooner. So I put this to Jason and my mum last night, as my mum will be here for dinner, and they both agreed that that was a good time. And also I thought that if we're having dinner early, it also gives them more time to eat chocolate during the afternoon and then be ready for leftover sandwiches on Christmas Day night, because we do love a leftover sandwich. Remember those bread buns that I was telling you about from Christmas Eve? Well, we also have some of those ready for Christmas Day as well. So we work out, me and my mum sat and worked out how many bread buns we would need the other day. So many for Christmas Eve, so many for Christmas Day, and so many for between Christmas and New Year, and then my mum will just go out and buy them all on Christmas Eve. So leftover sandwiches, as everybody knows, it's just everything that's left over from the dinner. And then what I normally do is just use some of the granules gravy, just quickly mix that up while I'm heating the buns and the stuffing and the turkey and everything that goes in it, the pigs and blankets. I'm probably going to buy an extra pack of pigs and blankets this year, because there just wasn't enough last year, and I think I only got one and had to like slice it up finely inside my leftover sandwich, and I could have done with some more. So we'll be having leftover sandwiches on Christmas Day night and enjoying some Christmas Day festive TV, and I can't wait. So there we go. So that's taking us up to Christmas Day. Now for us on Boxing Day, we have open house, which is exactly what it says on the tin, open house. Everyone from our family and friends is invited. And I try and keep this very easy, as Christmas Day is obviously an exciting and tiring day. So what we do is pulled pork in the slow cooker. Back in, I think it would have been October, I think we did it for Madeline's birthday. We did pulled pork, and for my birthday, it's my go-to recipe. It's one that, you know, it never fails. Everybody always enjoys it. I do the pulled pork in the slow cooker with my herbs and spices. I'll tell you some of them but not all of them, because it's a bit of a recipe that I've worked on over the years. That goes in the morning and is in most of the morning until mid-afternoon when it comes out. We serve that with slider buns, mustard, coleslaw, applesauce, barbecue sauce, and then I normally just do a cheese and cracker platter and a few chips and dips on the side. It is such an easy way, and it means that if people are dropping in throughout the day, you've got food ready for them to fill them without having to stand for ages in the kitchen. Because that's, you know, you don't want to be doing that when you've got people coming round. I also make sure that I let everybody know who does come round where the glasses are and where the drinks are, and I encourage people to treat the house as their own and let them help themselves, because in the past me and Jason have been known to spend with times where people have been here just saying, do you want a drink, do you want this, do you want that, and not feeling like we can enjoy the party. So that's what we do now. The drinks are here, the glasses are here, help yourself. Excellent. And then the days that precede from Boxing Day, I've written a list of meals. It might not necessarily mean we'll have them in this order, but I've just obviously written them out so that I can put them on my plan, so I remember to buy what I need. So I just generally organise one main meal, as I find that everybody's picking bits and everything, and you know, if you've had, you know, sort of a picky lunch, or sort of mid-morning you've been picking at stuff you don't want lunch, so it's easy to do tea time, then we'll have a main meal at tea time, or do a main meal at lunchtime, and then everybody just picks for the rest of the afternoon. You know how it is. So one day we'll be having pizzas for everybody. I'm going to do tapas for one of the other days. I'm going to do loads of cheese and crackers and pickles and hummus and things another day. I'll be doing the obligatory turkey curry. I love it because Jason shreds all of the turkey, and that goes, oh, just creates the most amazing curry. I'll be doing either enchiladas or tacos, and we just use one of the kits, be it the old El Paso one or the Tesco one or the Aldi one. We just keep it nice and simple. Use one of the kits. I'll be buying chicken that's already sort of cut up into pieces, so I haven't even got to do that. I'll be buying chopped peppers to go in it, chopped onions to go in it, shredded lettuce, shredded onion for the salad for it. You know, I'm just going to keep it really, really simple. And another thing that I like to do for Christmas is a glazed ham or a gammon. And that takes us through to the 1st of January, guys. So there we go, and then Jason goes back to work on the 2nd of January. So that is sort of basically us winding down from Christmas and preparing ready for the new year. So the Christmas tree probably will be coming down on the morning of the 2nd, which is sad. But we're not going to think about that now because it is early days, guys. So there you go, that is our rundown of our food plan for over Christmas. I hope that's been of some help. I'll just recap there the other things that we're going to have in between. We'll be doing a pizza night, tapas, cheese and crackers, a curry night, enchiladas or tacos, it's an old El Paso kit, and then a glazed gammon or glazed ham. So I hope that's given you some ideas of things. Obviously, as I do them on the days over Christmas, I will be vlogging as well, so you can maybe get some ideas for the future days over Christmas or whatever. And based on that list that I've done there, so that's just like my list there and then like the little days there, I've just then went through and started preparing my grand shopping list, which if I just flick through, I've then separated it. I've got breakfasts on this page. This next page is main, so that's, you know, your turkey, your gammon and all the bits that go with the main meals. Then I've got the buffet, which is things that I'll be looking to get for Boxing Day or a buffet, sort of picky bits in between Christmas and New Year. I've got desserts on there. I've then got drinks at the bottom, snacks here, which is your dips, your Pringles, your Twiglets, your mini mince pies, and that's it. There we are. So I just like to separate it out like that. I find it easier to work like that, page by page, plus I can cross things off as I get them. There's a lot of things that I have already bought anyway, as I've been going. I just find it easier to buy a few things when you see them each week in the shops, and it just makes it seem like, you know, a little bit more cost effective, especially if you see things at a reduced price as well, so be it in Tesco's or Home Bargains or B&M's, and you know that they're normally a lot more than the supermarkets. Pick them up if you can. Well guys, that's going to end today's vlog. I hope everybody is having a good Christmas, well, preparation for Christmas so far. Happy Vlogmas everybody who's doing Vlogmas, all of my YouTuber friends. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do give us a thumbs up if you have, or give us a thumbs down if you don't like it. And we'll catch up with you guys very soon. Bye.